So let's jump right into how to carve your pumpkin. In this episode, we are going to go over pumpkin carving for kids. Here are our supplies. We did have two carving kits. We had a larger one and a smaller one, which you see here. Plus, of course, we had the pumpkins. But before we go any further, I do want to say thank you so much for tuning in to Keeping Kaiden Busy, where we share adventures and activities. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in. The first thing we did was we went through all of the supplies that we had. We took them off of the books that they came on. We pulled everything out and Kaiden got to kind of feel around and play around with it. We also looked through for designs and we narrowed down the design that he likes. We had a lot of designs to choose from, but this is the one that he chose. The next thing that we did was we went ahead and chose the pumpkin.
Which pumpkin do you want to work on first? You want to work on the small one? Or no, put it down. You want to work on the small one or you want to work on the big one?
Yes.
Which one?
That one.
This one?
Yeah.
All
right, and then after we chose the pumpkin, we went ahead and carved out the bottom. We did follow the instructions that told us to carve out the bottom, so that's what we did. At the point where we got to where the bottom was carved out, I tried to get him to scoop it out, and this is what happened.
Use your scooper right here. Nope, this one right here. Yep, and scoop. Pull it out and put it in the trash. Nope, and here.
I don't do it.
And so I did it, as you can see here. So anyway, so yeah, so it was interesting. And so after we got the pumpkin all carved out on the inside, the next thing that we worked on was actually tracing the actual design onto the pumpkin. I did not want to use scissors because I didn't want to cut the paper up in case we messed up and we had to use the other pumpkin. But what I did do was I did just take like a dark Sharpie marker, a black Sharpie, and I traced it really heavily onto the pumpkin, and this is how it turned out. And then we carved from there. And when I say we, I really mean we, because he was off playing with his toys. And this is how it turned out after carving, and this was his reaction. Check it out.
There you go. There's your pumpkin.
Where's
It looks kind of weird, but that's it.
Where's his eyes?
Eyes?
What?
Yeah.
What is that? His mouth?
His mouth, yeah.
His eyes. His not eyes.
And his eyes and his other eye.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's this?
Forehead.
Forehead?
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
What's this?
What is it?
Forehead.
Forehead.
Forehead. And eyes.
And eyes.
And eyes and mouth.
And a mouth, yep.
And his mouth.
And his mouth, yep.
Look. Look at him.
Look at him.
Look at
Uh-oh. You like the pumpkin?
Yeah.
Yeah? Huh?
That's so good.
Yeah.
So this is essentially where we started, and this is where we ended up. Until our next adventure or activity, we will see you in the comments. And while you're here, don't forget to like and subscribe.